Yeah. Came at 17. Damn.
Go to the baptism site where Jesus was baptized. That's 12 Jordan dinar. Okay? So you put in your mind that you're gonna, when you visit private places, okay? All okay? Todo está bien? Okay. That means you put in your mind you're gonna, let's say 12 and 4, that is 16 Jordan dinar. You put in your mind that this is it. And we will visit, take lunch first, then we will visit. Then after that we go to sleep in Petra. So we have a night, okay? Now tomorrow morning, we have a lot of visits, okay my friends? So we're gonna leave from Petra again. We go back where? To a city called Madaba. Also I need 3 hours, 4 hours and a half, 4 hours, you know, to reach the place. I will visit St. George Church, Mount Nebo. Then I should go down there to visit also the baptism site. Then we have to go to the Dead Sea to swim and to take lunch. And you, all of you rational guys, you know what the meaning of, you know, coming from south, coming to this area, too much time on the road because it's far away. So tomorrow we are leaving very early, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock, all of us like today, on the bus. I will be, you know, there very, very close to you to arrange these things that all of us, we should be leaving 7 o'clock. After you take your breakfast, we leave 7 o'clock because I need to be reached Madaba early. Why doing this? Because 3 o'clock, the restaurant at the Dead Sea, they close. Yeah, so I want to reach 3 o'clock and before 3 o'clock. I will, you know, I will try to extend the buffet to be till 4:30. We'll see about that. But tomorrow, to make us, all of us safe, we visit all the places, you know, mentioned in your program. We should leave tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock. Okay, my friends? So it be easy. I don't want to push you. Let's go to sleep. It's not, you know, it's not much time. So we leave early. We travel, you know, slowly. We see things. We enjoy the place. Okay. Then after that, after we finish visiting the Dead Sea, we go back to Amman to the same hotel. Next day, early morning, we leave also 7 o'clock because they want you to be at the border there with Palestine at 8 o'clock. So from the border, they say from the hotel to the border, we need 1 hour. Then the procedures, you know, are gonna do your passport and these things. So you need, let's say, half an hour after that. Then after that, you're gonna leave with my friend to the other side. Okay? So it's casual for Jordan. All safe. We are like a bank. The bus is like your bank. You know? You put your money in the bank, safe. It is safe here. Once you leave, this man closes the door. So we don't need to bring many things when you go to visit. Today we're gonna visit Petra. Petra is a huge place. Okay? So you don't need to bring too much things with you, you know, on your bag and these things. Anything, any visit, during any visit, put your things here. It is safe and don't worry about it, okay? You're not the first one I go with. I'm 15 years old, you know. 15 years working in this business, I know exactly what I'm saying. Okay, my friends? Okay, so we're gonna explain what do we see, and we're gonna speak about Jordan. Now, we're gonna, first of all, how is the Philippines? Good? Are we getting out from the pandemic? And if it is okay, and all of you Christian, that's right. Jordan, the name Jordan came from where? From the Jordan River. Now, why it is very important, Jordan River? We're gonna visit that place. Why we are visiting that place?
Because Jesus was baptized there.
It's biblical.
Who? Biblical site.
Yeah, biblical site.
And who was baptized there?
Jesus.
Jesus. By whom?
John the Baptist.
John the Baptist. Do you know the name of Jesus in Arabic here?
Isa.
Isa. And John the Baptist in Arabic?
I don't know.
Go on. He's Yahya. Yes, she's right. Both of them, you know, they are, you know,
Yeah.
mentioned
Ano?
where? In the Holy Book of
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Now we have all the respect.
Yeah, yeah.
Muslim, we have all the respect, okay, of all, you know, those mentioned in the Bible, the Old Testament, the New Testament, and also
Ayan guys, so
you
another
don't believe in Jesus,
like
you are out
trivia
of
siya
Islam.
about Jordan. Masabi niya mo.
You don't believe in Moses,
ano,
you are out of
about
Islam.
Jordan.
You don't believe in David, you are out of Islam. So those people or know, in Jordan here, the majority are Muslims.
Kimatianza ng
97% of the Jordanians are Muslims. 3% are Christians, but all of them, they are what? They are Arabs. You see half of the family Christian, the other half Muslims. It's like this here in Jordan. One of the most important sites which you're going to visit, you know, where you're going to see the Christians in Manama. Tomorrow morning when you leave Petra to Manama, you're going to see the Christians there, their heritage. You're going to visit their heritage. Churches, you're going to see mosaics. You're going to visit also a factory for the mosaics. So you're going to see what we're going to speak about the heritage and the churches inside Manama, and you're going to speak about the Christians. It is normal here in Jordan. Now, in Jordan we have what? We have 11 million people. Too much, huh? Now, how many people there in the Philippines? 100 is. Bring some people to us.
Should I say?
India, 1 billion and quarter, you know.
Our capital has 30 million.
Yeah, no, we are joking with him, you know. We are like a neighborhood in his country, you know. So we have 11 million, but doesn't mean that all of them, they are Jordanians. 8 of them are Jordanians, the others are foreigners. To the kingdom of the Edomites. Now when you go to, tomorrow I'm going to visit St. George Church, there is a map inside, it goes back 600 AD. And it is called, you know, the Palestinian map. And you're going to see all the sites mentioned in the Bible, the Old Testament. All the names of cities, mountains here in Jordan and Palestine. So we're going to speak about the 4 kingdoms that were here in Jordan, 13th century BC. And all the history of Moses when he came from south, coming to Jordan. We are visiting Mount Nebo to remember whom? Moses. What's his name in Arabic? Musa.
Musa.
So we're gonna remember his visit because he went up to Mount Nebo to see the promised land before he died. Just believe that he died over that mountain and he was buried over there. So holy places wherever you go inside Jordan. And we're gonna speak about also the kingdoms used to live here. So you slept today in the kingdom of the Ammonites. This night you're gonna sleep in the kingdom of the Edomites, biblical sites. Okay? Then after that, when you go to Manama, we will be visiting the kingdom of the Moabites. Very difficult, huh? She's trying to memorize it. Take the sunglasses and return it back. Take the sunglasses and return it back.
Ah,
So what's the name of this kingdom here in Amman? Ammonites.
Ammonites,
In Madaba, Moabites.
Moabites,
In Petra, Edomites.
Edomites,
I'm gonna
Edomites.
explain this again when we go to St. George Church. Okay, my friends. So here in Amman, it has many names. Amman, by the way. The first name, it was called Rabat Ammun, which when it was the capital of the Ammonites. That's 13th century BC. Okay. Now the second name of Amman is Philadelphia. Where is Philadelphia now? So they used the name, one of the names of Amman. This name goes back to 500 BC. From where we got the name? Yesterday I was with Americans, by the way. You know, I asked him for what's the meaning of Philadelphia. Nobody knows about it. You know. Philadelphia comes from the king Philadelphus. They were the Greeks. They came from Egypt. Ptolemy, his family, they came here. One of them was called Philadelphus, and he gave his name to the city. From that man, we got the name of Philadelphia. The third name is Amman, which is the last one. When the Muslims they came to the area, 700 AD, they called it Amman. So we have 3 names. First name, Rabat Ammun, the capital of the Ammonites. Then the Greeks, they came here, they called it Philadelphia, and after that, you know, the Muslims, they started to call it Amman. And if you want to see the heritage of the people of Amman and the heritage of all those nations, civilization lived in Jordan, you should visit the citadel of Amman and the Roman amphitheater in the center of Amman. Unfortunately, you don't have, your schedule is tight. That's why, you know, you don't have time to see that place. Yesterday I was there, with the American group. So to know more about Amman, you should visit the center of Amman, see the market, see the Romanas, see the city. It is part of knowing the people and knowing also the heritage of the people in Amman. Now, we call it also the white capital. Why we call it the white capital? Because if you're coming from the the airport, suddenly you're gonna see white buildings. Like, look at the buildings around here. White buildings. Why it is white? Because we use a kind of a stone, we call it limestone. We use it to decorate our houses. Because Amman is built over 19 mountains, and all of them limestone mountains. When you go south, that's Petra or Wadi Ram, the desert of Wadi Ram, you see another kind of stone which is sandstone mountain. Okay, different case. Why sandstone? Because 25 minutes ago, that area south we're gonna visit today, Petra was part of it, was under the water. That's why you're gonna see sandstone mountain. Here Amman is built over 19 mountains. The center of Amman is built over 7 mountains. We don't live inside the valleys. Why? Because during rainy season we have water there. So our houses, all of it over the mountains. You have mountains in the Philippines. You have other mountains the same like Jordan, the same thing. We don't have plain lands like Saudi Arabia or Kuwait. You know Kuwait? In the 4 seasons one day. 24 years there, So here is a different case, Jordan. We have mountains and live over mountains. The elevation of the mountains here between 800 meters and 1,000 meters over the center. What is the amazing thing about Jordan? That every 45 minutes, half an hour, we have a change of climate. Now suppose you are in Amman now and it is snowing. We have snow here. January, February, we receive snow. And it is cold. I will escape from this coldness. Where do you go? We go to the Dead Sea. Assalamu wa rahmatullah. This is يا عليكم السلام سيدي كيف حالك؟ كل عام وانتم بخير سيدي. Our public security here, because today is the first day of the Eid, okay, and they have an initiative, they are, they are making like initiative saying that we need an Eid, 3 days of Eid without kind of any accident. Okay, so they are receiving everybody coming from there, and they're giving some gifts also for the people, whether you are foreigners or you are Jordanians. So they receive everybody and they welcome everybody.
Lahat, meron tayo.
Hadiah. May hadiah daw tayo.
Lahat dapat isa-isahin. Ilan tayo?
Eid Mubarak daw kaya kaya may tayo regalo. Hadiah.
Isa-isa na tayo. Dapat picturean natin.
Yan, bibigyan kami ng hadiah.
Now, during Ramadan, you witnessed Ramadan in the Arabic world. During the time of the breakfast, you see people gathered in the street doing nothing just to give you water, because if you are traveling and you are late,
Water pala yung
you are not going, reach the time to take your breakfast. You see people also
tubig lang pala.
giving you water, and the most important thing is what dates. So you can take your breakfast, while you are going to your house. And it's like
gold na ibibigay.
project here, hoping that we end the 3 days, 4 days of this feast, religious feast, without any kind of accident. By the way, Jordan is full of cars. To be frank with you, we have 1.5 million car in Jordan, 1 million car only in Amman. So imagine that we are, and our streets are very narrow streets. You go to the mountains, they are not, very wide, because we live over mountains. So you cannot, make wide street.
First day of Eid daw.
Magay daw hadiah. Hadiah na tubig.
Tubig.
Ano hihingi ba ng tubig?
Hindi.
Bibigyan niya tayo
tayo,
ng tubig.
tayo ang bibigyan.
Kasi mahal dito ang tubig.
Parang gasolina din.
Oo, mahal daw.
Gusto sa Saudi Arabia pa yan.
Mura lang naman sa
Saudi, sa Saudi, buy one take one na. Buy two take one.
May bantig ba?
Uy, tubig
Mura
sa amin.
lang.
Sa Saudi, buy one take one.
Kung isipin nga, parang Pilipinas lang. Yung isang, di ba yung isang ilang peraso, 24 pieces na 7.
8 real.
7 nga,
Ay,
may
7
5
pala.
pang. 7 yan. Yung isang,
Tagal na po ba? Pero sabi niya siya, may 1K ba?
mas maano pa nga, mas okay pa nga sa akin, kasi hindi na nag-brown.
Pilipinas
So guys, nag-stop kami dito dahil
Checkpoint.
may checkpoint. Nag-stop kami sa checkpoint dahil bibigyan daw kami ng
Yung
tubig
bahay
dahil
ko
mahal
nasa
dito
pa
ang tubig.
15K yun, sa
Ha?
Pinas.
Yung?
Yung bahay kong inupahan.
Nag-stop kami dito dahil bibigyan kami ng tubig dahil ang mahal-mahal daw ng tubig
Libre
dito.
na lahat, kasama yung tubig.
Kasi Eid Mubarak, kaya mamigay sila ng tubig.
Kaya swerte na yung
Ayan guys, yan sila ang mamigay ng tubig.
Sabi ko na,
In-stop kami
dami
dito.
na lang namin yung tiguan. Hindi ayaw na kasi alam naman lang niya na 500.
Sinabi niyo kasi.
Hindi kasi kasama yung stick naman. Kasi nung time na siyempre siya nakakapag-usap. Siya pang nagkipag-negosyo. Pero ikama ko yung nakalagay doon. Kasi kung ang Saudi malapit lang sa Pilipinas, kung katulad lang nito na Jordan, Saudi, ganda na ang buhay mo. Okay, go back with the guys.
Pinicturean mo kami, picturean mo kami.
Shai, picture mo kami.
Shai!
We have lack of water and we're trying to solve the problem. Maybe in the future now we are trying to make a project to bring the water from the Red Sea. Desalinate the water, then pump it to where? To Amman, because the majority they live here. And we need, water every day. Now we are 11 in winter, but we are 13 maybe in summer, because we see like you tourists coming, Jordanians coming to spend their vacation coming from Kuwait, from Saudi Arabia, from Oman, from Bahrain, because we work, the Jordanians, most of them, they work outside, Many of them, they work outside, so they come to spend their vacation during this time, Eid, and after the festival, the feast, to spend 1 month here, so they need every day also water. There's no water, no life, you know that. So in the future, maybe you are going to solve this problem with that project, water coming from the Red Sea to be desalinated, and after that, we should be bumped to Amman to supply the city with water. Okay? Now, north of Jordan, what do we have? We have Syria. Behind us, that's north. We're going south now. To the east of Jordan, we have Iraq. All the southeast with Saudi Arabia. So if you continue using this road, you will reach the Red Sea and you're going to continue to the border of Saudi Arabia. All the west of Jordan with Palestine. All of it. Okay? So the Jordan River, the Dead Sea, the Araba Valley, 370 kilometers of a big line. You're going to see it when we visit Mount Nil. We're going to see the Jordan Valley, the northern part of the Dead Sea, before we go down to the baptism site, because all of it down there in the valley, by the way. So you're going to see the whole view of the the great part of the Great Rift Valley, because the Great Rift Valley runs around 6,000 kilometers from southern Turkey, passes through Syria, the Jordan River, the Dead Sea, the Araba Valley, then reaches the Red Sea, and after that to Africa. We call it the Arabic Plate, Palestinian Plate, and the African Plate. That's why this area is always subjected to earthquakes. Every 100 years we have a big earthquake. The last one was in 1927. So that area is a very crucial area, very vital area, which has a biblical site, and also we have also the Dead Sea. Very close to the Dead Sea also we have two cities very important mentioned in the biblical sites, like what? They were destroyed, two cities, Sodom and Gomorrah, very close Dead Sea. It's biblical site wherever you go. That's why John Paul II, the ex-pope, came to Jordan to acknowledge 5 Christian pilgrimage sites. 5. As me, as a Muslim, I go to Mecca to visit Hajj. We call it Hajj, you know. As Christians, they should come to Jordan. 5 places acknowledged by the Pope. One of them is baptism site, where Jesus was baptized. The second one is Mount Nebo, the place you're going to visit also to remember Moses. Because when you go to Madaba, we're going there to speak about 2 things, very important things. We're going to speak about mosaics, because we're going to see mosaics, and we're going to speak about Moses, heritage of Moses. Okay? We have a place also very close to the 2 sites, the same area, which is a castle. It is believed that John the Baptist was beheaded there. By whom? What was his name? Herod Antipas. Okay? And we have other 2 sites north of Jordan. One of them is called Elijah Hill, where it's believed that Elijah, his name in Arabic is Elias, or Elias, you know, you have the Arabic names also. It's believed that he went to the sky with a carriage of fire. And we have a church there. Yeah, it's called the Church of the, the Lady of the Mountain. And the Lady of the Mountain, who is the Lady of the Mountain, is the mother of Jesus, Maria. What's her name in Arabic? Maryam. Yes, he's right. Maryam. To know exactly what the meaning of Maria for Muslims here in the Arabic world also. When I say Arabic, that doesn't mean that all the Arabs are Muslims. Okay? We have Christians, we have Muslims, we have Jews. Here in Jordan, we have Christians and Muslims. Go to Palestine, when you go to Palestine for that, you will see Christians, Muslims, and Jews living there. So that place, it's believed that, that church was built over a cave. And that cave, is very famous because, when Maria and her son traveling from the lake of Galilee going to Jerusalem, they slept one night, I think, in that cave. That's why it is, very famous, and it is very holy place. So 5 places are recognized by the Pope himself as Christian pilgrimage sites. The most important 2 ones are Mount Nebo and the baptism site where Jesus was baptized by Jesus. The heritage of Christians, it is here. The real baptism site is here. And you're going to see that when you go to explain that map 600 AD, because the baptism site is mentioned there tomorrow, saying so. The man who discovered the place is my professor. And by the way, he's a Muslim, he's not a Christian. And by sudden they discovered a mosaic on the ground, and this mosaic led them to discover churches. They go back 400 AD, 500 AD, 600 AD. Why all the heritage of Christians here? Because who was ruling at that time, during the time of Jesus in Palestine? He was born in Palestine, you know that. Who? Roman. The Romans, they were what? Pagans. So the call of Jesus at that time was a big threat for them. Like every, coming with a new religion for them, it was a big threat. So the early Christians, they were chased, killed, persecuted. So they used to escape from where? From Palestine, cross the Jordan River to Jordan. We say that Jordan, this is the eastern bank and the west bank. We just go to west bank, that's Palestine. Eastern bank, that's Jordan. So this used to cross from the what? The west bank to the eastern bank of Jordan. And you know, when you visit the place, you're gonna see the sect, every sect, Christian sect, has the right to build its own church, full of churches, new churches and old churches. By the way, in Jordan, in general, old churches are more than new churches, modern churches. Here in Jordan, we have the most ancient church in the world. Here, goes back 1st century AD, which is north of Jordan, in a place called Rihab. We have very close to us here a city called Rasas. 2 square kilometers, nothing more, nothing less. Inside that place they found 14 churches with mosaics on the ground. We have a city which is to the east of Jordan, we call it Jamal. 2 kilometers, square kilometers. They found 17 churches with mosaics on the ground. So the heritage, say, of Christians in Jordan is very huge, because here Christianity was before Islam, you know that. Christianity came, Jesus came, then after that came after him the Prophet Muhammad. You know how we look to Jesus, Muslims? He's a prophet for us, you know. If you don't believe in him, you are out of Islam, because he's mentioned in the Quran 25 times by his name. So if you don't believe in him, you are not believing in the Quran, the word of God. If you don't believe in Maria, she's mentioned 17 times, you are out. You don't believe in John the Baptist, you are out. You don't believe in Jacob mentioned 16 times by his name in the Quran, you are out. Okay? The Prophet Muhammad is mentioned only 4 times in the Quran, by the way. 4 times. Moses mentioned 137 times by his name. 137 times. 1/3 of the Holy Book of Muslims speaks about Moses. Has given indication how we take a good care of those people. So when we say Moses, we say Moses, peace be upon him. Jesus, peace be upon him. Maria, peace be upon her. Jacob, peace be upon him. How to respect those.
Tiket si Maria noon.
Don't
Di
believe
naman
one. You
siya.
said, I believe in Moses, I don't believe in Jesus. You are out. You are not a Muslim. Because you should believe in all those prophets mentioned in the holy books, especially in the Quran. We have 25 of them there. I'm giving you, if you say, you are living in the Arabic world, you know how they think, you know, when you mention prophets, to respect all prophets. You cannot, you know, say bad things about them, because they are the, you know, he's the example, the higher example, because he was fighting all people to give you the message. That's right. So he's your example. Whether he is, you know, Moses or Jesus or whatever his name is, he was an example for his people to guide them to the straight path. You understand me?
Yeah.
What is the meaning of prophets? Meaning of those people, they came with the message. Okay? I'm entering in the religious things for you, because you're gonna visit also the religious places like, you know, the church and Mount Nebo and also the baptism site, to know exactly why this place is very holy place, because it is full of religion, full of history, full of prophets. Wherever you go, a prophet was there, a saint was there, a church was there. Okay? Jordan is something else different. It is a mixed between history, religion, politics. So when I speak as a guy, I should mix. Why? If you don't mix, you are losing something, you are skipping something, and you are losing your information. So we mix things together to give you the whole information, the backgrounds of things. Are you with me or not?
Yes.
It's all okay. I don't want you to sleep, because we have to stop after. Usually after 1 hour and a half from a man, we have a stop, because you took your breakfast, coffee, tea, you need to go to the bathroom. We have plenty of time. My plan is to take lunch first before we visit Petra, because we're going to give you free time to visit the place, because, you know, it's only one day. And next day we are not coming back, you know, to Petra. We're gonna leave very early to make our visits. Okay, this is my plan. So we have plenty of time today. Sunset is about 7:20, the sunset, but we should be outside Petra before that. So we'll give you free time. enjoy the place, Petra. We're gonna meet outside at a certain time. Then I will take you to the hotel. I think the hotel is very close to the main gate. I will check it out. Any question do you have in your mind? But don't go to sleep.
Ginawa niyo dyan?
But yesterday, it was, very crowded day. You saw the Jordanians yesterday traveling inside, a man going to buy their things for their children.
Imbitahin
Today,
niyo si
because it's a feast, now you buy the
Imbitahin
good
niyo si Alvarado.
food
Gusto
and you
uminom
buy
yun.
the sweets, Arabic sweets.
Tawag
Do you like the Arabic sweets?
Di,
Tell
tawag.
me. The night show, what's today?
Tawagan mo si Alvarado.
Oh, you are very lucky. Okay, now I will collect the money from you. It will be 17 Jordan dinar or $25, something like that. Who will collect the money? One of you volunteer. If you want to go, all of you. This show starts 8:30 in Petra. Yes, we have a show there at night. It starts from 8:30 to.
Hindi mahigpit yung border.
Let me see something here.
Mahigpit. Si Alvarado tawagan niya, gustong uminom. Sabi niya.
Ano?
Si Alvarado tawagan niya, gustong uminom.
Hindi ko alam yung ano niya. Sir Roger, nag-usap ako dito. Ano yan?
Tawagan mo si Alvarado, gustong uminom mo.
Oo nga, sabi ko nga kasi. Hindi pa kaya yun?
Oh, gising yun.
Sige.
May YouTube din siya.
Usually, if you go to Petra by night and you are not visiting first the city in the early morning, you should buy the ticket first, then you buy Petra by night. Because some people, they come here to deceive us. How?
Pupunta
They don't pay, Petra is 50 Jordan dinar. And this show is 17. So what they do, they are very smart. They come at night, they go to Petra and they pay 17 Jordan dinar only. To a show, it's a show. Then after they say, okay, why to go to Petra again? You understand what I'm saying? So if you are not visiting first, they will tell you should buy the ticket for tomorrow. If you are going to visit tomorrow, the city, they give you the ticket with the date of tomorrow. So you buy because they're going to ask you when you go to the main gate, where is the ticket of this day or the ticket of tomorrow? If you are not visiting, you didn't visit Petra for this morning, the 50 Jordan dinar ticket. Before they ask you about the 17 Jordan, which is the show. They think that they are smart, but we have people there that know exactly what they are doing. But for you, it's a different case because you are visiting Petra. You're gonna use your Jordan bus to visit Petra today, and you will have your ticket with you, and I will buy for you also the other ticket, which is for Petra by night. Okay. So the first thing we're gonna do when we go to the visitor center, we are gonna buy. We're gonna change money, and I will take money from you. 17 Jordan dinar each to buy the ticket for you. Okay? Any question? You're gonna see the Nabachian. You're gonna visit the same place, but you're not this night. No, today you're gonna visit the same. You say half of it, or it's up to you. I will give you free time to do whatever you like to do, but we have it. At what time you meet outside. Because it's one day, I want you to see everything. I don't want you to miss anything, okay? It's the most important thing about the visit to Petra. It's once in your life, sometimes you will be cutting thousands of miles to visit Petra, so we give them more time to see the place. In Tontis, so we will see the whole place. The way back, you will find the tickets with me and give it to you, and we will arrange the how you will come to Petra at night. You leave 8 o'clock, and at what time you will find the bus waiting for you outside to take you again to the hotel. Okay, my friends, it's easy. Don't worry, I'm gonna arrange everything. It's not the first time we do such a thing. Any question? No. Listen to me. Petra is only one ticket, which is 50 Jordan dinar. Now we're going to the visitor center to buy the 50 Jordan dinar ticket. You'll come with me, and we're gonna make one is the ticket office. Each one of you should present what? The Jordan pass. He will scan it and he will give you your ticket. Okay? Whether it is a paper or it's on your phone. Then after that we go together as a group.
Kailangan talaga yung ano pala.
We enter the place, everyone showing his ticket to the doorman, and he will punch it or scan it. It's up to him. Okay? Then we visit. Inside, by the way, it's the horse is included in your ticket. You are paying 50 Jordan dinar. The horse is only 800 meters. I'm gonna explain the map. There's a map there. Before we enter, I'll give you the site, what's inside. So it's included in your ticket. The first, when we start visiting at the main gate, there is a station for horses. The second station after 800 meters. So we have what? We have the horse.
Ano ba yung biyahe namin guys? Mga 2 hours pa. Kasi from Jordan to Petra is 3 hours. Kaya nag-stop over kami. Ngayon, normal ka na naman kami. Kaya may 2 hours pa ang biyahe namin. Malayo-layo pa rin. Yan.
Mintas ko dito eh. Kasi ang
Kami namin doon. Isang bus kami guys.
nakabasaw na eh.
Ang dancing kasi nandun. Baka yun eh.
Then sa
Nakita niyo guys.
Pero babalik tayo sa usap.
Pero magtaka ka talaga, walang daanan ng tubig. Bakit nagkaroon ng dagat sa gitna?
Ay, Red Sea ang naisip mo. Yung Dead Sea,
City na yun. Malayo.
para makikita natin. Is it red?
Bukas na. Diyan tayo matulog. Nasa bukas na. Alis natin.
7 dapat nasa bus na tayo.
Bukas.
Ayan pala.
Bukas. Petra.
Ayan.
Saan nasira kasi sabihin mo lang
They put the minerals of phosphate in our food. And also they use it for fertilizing lands as a fertilizer. As a fertilizer. You want to fertilize the land here. You can do it. Within 1 year you see greens here.
Kaya pala, maano sila mayaman sila sa punong kahoy.
Halaga nito.
Hello.
Pagkatuwa ng mga abono.
Malayo pang biyahe namin.
2 oras pa.
2 oras
Tapos bukas
pa.
ako tuloy na.
And you are seeing conflicts around. Oh, Palestine.
Sa Ukraine.
You lived with the Palestinians in Kuwait. Where you're living in Kuwait? You know the Palestinians. There were 500,000 there in Kuwait, and also you have Palestinians in Saudi Arabia. And you know the Palestinian problem. Occupation until now, from 1948 till now, and the Palestinians are waiting to go back to their country, and Israel is refusing them. It's not easy, and Jerusalem is an occupied area. So when you go to the bathroom side, I should see the Palestinian flag, not the Israeli flag, because that is the West Bank. According to the peace treaty between the Palestinians and the Israelis, that area is a Palestinian land. You understand? But the Israelis are refusing to give them their land. This is they accepted them coming from outside with a peace treaty, but the Israelis, they're not accepting the original, original people, the people of the place. You understand what I'm saying? A man coming to the Philippines is not accepting you, and you are accepting him. He's coming to the Philippines, living with you, your neighbor. He's not accepting you, and you are accepting him. You understand? Because how we see things, it's a big problem. know, the clashes always between the Palestinians and the Israelis in Jerusalem, Gaza, Gaza. Every a problem that in every Ramadan, the Israelis, they make problems in the mosque. Every day they are attacking the mosque with their soldiers and settlers going to pray in the mosque. It's a mosque for Muslims, I don't attack a church or a synagogue because it's not for me. I go to pray in my mosque. But they want to do it by force, and divide the mosque between the Muslims and Jews, like they did in Al-Khalil, Petra. They divided the mosque between, time for you, time for me. It's a mosque. It's a mosque. It is not a synagogue. By force is the problem. You do things by force. And what you do, they are playing with fire, Like they are like a drop of oil in the center of ocean. There are 5 million around them, 450 millions. Muslims and Christians. And that Jerusalem is a very holy place. They prevented also Christians to go to their churches last week. There was a problem. During the Semana Santa. During the Semana Santa, they closed the roads. It's not only Muslims that are facing problem, also Christians. Why? Because you are an Arabic man, you are a Palestinian. This is a problem. So when you go to Palestine, I want you search for your people, the Christians. Search for the Palestinians because they are in dead need of you. Buy from them. You can make your the friendship with them, help them because they need your help. All of them, the Arabs there, the Palestinians, whether he's a Muslim or a Christian, your brothers there, they need you. Okay? We don't distinguish. All of them Palestinians, whether he's a Christian or a Muslim, like here in Jordan. By the way, half of the families here in Jordan, the other half there in Palestine. Whether you are a Christian or a Muslim, because it is one region, one area. Half of the families here, the other half is there, normal. But it is, our duty. I always ask people when they go there, take a good care of the people there, especially the Palestinians there, because they need you.
Yan si Mr. Jordan. Sasama siya sa amin. Siya ang aming tour guide. Ayan. Mama, kunin mo na. Ayan yung boyfriend niya ngayon. Ayan, boyfriend niya ni Mama ngayon.
Hindi ko nga pa ng sex. Katulog pa na.
Average people. Graves for rich people. Graves for royal families. Like the facade of what? Of the treasury. You see that picture? Indiana Jones entering and suddenly appears that is the treasury. People they think that Petra is only that place. No, this is one of them. Of hundreds of them inside. Okay? This is the most beautiful one. That's the one they know. But inside it is full of such facade. So the Nabatean, they carved their own graves. That doesn't mean that they lived in these graves. No, they had their own houses and built houses, not carved houses, built houses. Okay, so like the treasury. The treasury is a grave for one of the most important kings of Petra at that time. He was called Aretas IV. It's a huge one, but we have a facade bigger than that one. We should need more time to go to visit it. That place is very huge. We call it the monastery. The facade of the treasury is only 39 meters by 26. The monastery 50 by 45 meters. So it's a huge. The door itself, it is 8 meters high. Imagine, some people they think that this was made by giants. You know the meaning of 8 meters high? Aliens. We don't have aliens. Yeah, we live in a closed, system. Nobody can come, nobody can leave, my friends. Yesterday I was with Americans and I told them what was the first man who put his leg on the moon. He told me he's Armstrong. I don't know. The cameraman. But what? The cameraman. He was down there picturing what? The spaceship landing. That's right. If you go back, you'll find there was a man down there, a camera, picturing the spaceship landing. Who was there first, the cameraman or the spaceship? The cameraman. So we should know the name of the cameraman. That means nobody was there, to be frank with you. It's a big joke. And the man who directed this scene or this movie, he made, a video about that. He told the journalist, don't show it until I die. I did it, in a studio. And we are there. So the cameraman, we should ask about him. Who is the cameraman? Because he was there before. Maybe he was jumping from the sky, he jumped from the sky. No, this is a closed system. We cannot leave, we cannot. Those aliens, they are coming from down the ground, by the way. But they lived before us and they are, hundreds and thousands of years. And they live, hundreds of years. One of them, they live 500 years, 800 years. It's normal for them. So they have the civilization. They are more advanced like us. This phone I have with me, we didn't invent this, by the way. It is from them. The Wi-Fi, the Bluetooth, these things, the communication thing, it's all of it from them. The spaceships. If you go to Egypt, by the way, to Egypt, the drawings on the walls, one of the drawings is a chapter, and what we call it, the plane. We're talking about 4000 BC. So those people, they were here at that time, and they remember them, by doing what, putting their instrument or their equipment. The civilization is depicted over the walls there in the pyramids of Egypt. Just a hint to know exactly what was happening, because some people, they think also Petra was built by aliens, because all this carving is very smooth. You need special people and a technology also. It's a technology. If you go inside the facade, inside the grave, you see it is well done, smooth, it's straight. Usually you need special people and skillful people with also some, they say, technology. How to cut the stone, how you fix it together. There is no, let's say, line in the center. There is no cracks. Some people will think about this thing that some places they were built by aliens. Now the Nabateans, they were there, okay. Then who came after that? The Romans. The Romans, they came to this area 63 BC. But after that, they managed to take, Petra. After that, they changed the commercial route. All the caravans used to come in Petra, but after that, they managed to change the commercial route. Then after that, Petra lost its importance. Then after they took it what? After that, they took it peacefully. And the Nabateans, starting from 106, lived under the rule of the Romans after that. Now the Romans also, they made many modifications. You're gonna see it. I'm gonna explain to you also when you go to inside the city. Then after that, they came what? The Byzantines, Christians. They built many churches also inside. Petra is not only in a place it's carved there. We have also some, buildings. We have churches also inside. Christians, they were there also. They used 2 graves as, as churches. You can see one of them on the road to the center or to the end of Petra, and also they used the place after that, during the time of the Byzantines. Now the Nabateans, they converted to Christianity after that. Yeah, Nabateans converted to Christianity after that. That's why we are seeing now many churches inside the place. That's during the time of the Byzantines. So what's inside? But he couldn't go inside. You know why? Because he was white man. And you know, the Arabs, all of them under the sun, like me, like you, our faces, brown, black, traveling under the sun all the day, you know. I'm white, by the way. Sometimes my wife doesn't know me, you know. Who are you? So, if you're traveling all the way under the sun, you become what? So he was very white, you know. He couldn't go. So what did he do? He disguised like a Bedouin. He bought, a scarf, put it over his head, okay? And he managed to go inside and he saw all the treasures. That was 1812. 1812. After that, the whole world knew about the lost city Petra, that we found the lost city. Now, if you go there to Petra, there is no books speaking about the Nabataeans, or books for the Nabataeans speaking about their period. We have what? Books like the Greeks and the Romans speak about the Nabataeans. So we know the history of the Nabataeans through their books. Nothing more, nothing less. We have some inscriptions inside, but doesn't tell everything about the Nabataeans. So we need what? More details about the life of those people at that time. At least to know what is the big mystery about the Nabataeans. How did they, build this all this thing? You know, the whole city is carved. You are visiting today the capital of the Nabataeans. You are not visiting on Petra. Petra is a huge place. You cannot visit Petra in one day, or 2 hours, 4 hours now. You need weeks and weeks and weeks. I need after that special people. I'm gonna visit with you the capital. If you have to go to other places, you need special people. Locals from the place. Go inside the valleys and the mountains. What you're gonna see today is one valley. Only one valley. Many valleys around. With facades, with also ruins of the Nabataeans. Even that in the same valley, you need hours and hours and hours to see the whole thing around you. But I'm going to show you the most important side there, how to enjoy it, how to, to see other things, more things when you are inside. Okay? Because it is only 5 hours inside. I want you to see the most of it. All of it is. I'm going to walk with you till the end. You know the meaning of the end? We're going to walk 4 kilometers, my friends. But I walk a lot. Okay? I want you to enjoy it.
8 kilometers.
Doesn't make sense. You come to Petra and you tell me, okay, it's 2 kilometers. I'm not coming with you. It's up to you. You decide, not me. But I want you to see all of it. Okay? You have good shoes with you. Prepared. Something else. Tomorrow we are going to the Dead Sea. So I don't want you when you go to reach the Dead Sea, you open your luggage and you take the things of swimming. Okay, the swimming thing, the suits. I want you to do it this night when you reach the hotel. When I'm with Sheila, on a backpack like this, and we pay money for Taj Mahal. You understand me? We are 180, 190 countries. That means we are part of UNESCO. We pay money for this kind of stuff because it is for all of us. It's not only for Jordanians. It is the history. When I go to Taj Mahal, it's human. This is our history. Okay? When I go to the Philippines, any country, any place which is touristic site, it is for us, all of us, because it is our civilization as a human here on earth. That's how we think about it. That's how UNESCO dealing with such places. Any question? We are not far away from Petra, by the way. We go straight to take our lunch. I spoke with them to give us a space for us because we are a big group. Okay? Any question? Don't be shy. I'm like an open book for you. Just ask. Rather to buy a book, you are listening to me. Okay? My lunch is paid. Hold on, one thing, yes. The lunch is paid by the agency. Your lunch tomorrow at the Dead Sea is paid by the agency. The entrance fees is paid by the agency. You're not paying anything here, except the tips. That's all. What you're gonna pay in Jordan, nothing more than $6. That's all. Counting money, $24 each day. $6 each day for the tips and everything. That means 24. You are paying in Jordan. All what you're gonna pay in Jordan is $24 for the services. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay? All the meals. Remember that you have your breakfast and dinner at the hotel. That's right? It's HB, that's why I have board.
Kasi usapan na kayo. Bakit kailangan?
You take your breakfast, as I know, you take your breakfast and dinner in the hotel. Lunch will be with me and it is paid. You don't pay anything.
Usapan na yun.
You just pay for what? For the drinks. We like to,
Yung lunch na bayaran tayo.
Pepsi Cola, whatever, like to drink, juice. You pay for this one. Which is, whatever it is, here, Petra, or tomorrow when we go to the Dead Sea.
Bukas na
But
lang.
I pay for everything. Okay? The agency gave me the money to pay for every. Don't worry, you gonna pay? No, if you like to pay, no problem, give me the money. You don't pay anything, okay? Lunches,
Required yun to side cards.
I will pay. Didn't tell you that lunches is paid? It's included? Get everything in the dinner, okay? Then the bus will take you down to visit Petra by night. I will be also buying the tickets. I'll collect the money. When you reach the end of Petra, I will collect all the money of of Petra by night. Okay?
Ayoko na mag-buy night, oy.
Petra by night, as it was 17 Jordan dinar.
17.
We don't pay in dollar, we pay in Jordan dinar. The tips, $24. Okay? That's something else. I'm talking about Petra by night.
Ang mahal ng chips, oy.
No, it's $24, not JD. The tips, all of it, $24. We're gonna change. When we go to the visitor center, we're gonna stop where we can change money. Okay? We change the money and we start going inside. Now, because we don't have that much time, listen to me. We have many shops there. Everybody will tell you, come here, go there. We are changing money only. And then we will gather again and to enter the place. Now, we gonna wait a little, while there, because every one of you is gonna stop in front of the ticket office to show him your Jordan pass, and he give you a ticket. So we are 35. We need this. Everyone, let's say 20 seconds, 30 seconds. We need, let's say 5-6 minutes there. Then we need also, let's say half an hour, 10 minutes to change money. We need money, okay? So we will go. After that, we start going inside. At the end of it, we will collect the money of the Jordan, of the Petra by night, which is 17 Jordan dinar and $24 for the all services. Okay, all will be ready. So 24 alone and 17 alone. I will be before you at the main gate waiting for you. When you reach there, I will give each one of you the ticket of Petra by night. 17. Yeah, it looks like this. Yeah.
17 dinar yung
No. Selling there, don't tell them that the guy told us go to school. I have to leave my name and also my family name. They will kill me there. Just tell him thank you, and that's all. How we say thank you in Arabic? Shukran. That's all. Shukran. If you don't any sir, shukran. Thank you. Shukran. Politely, yeah, that's all. If he insists, thank you.
Ay, salawa yung tong ano na to, dyan na nakita
Like the
yung
Indians. Thank you.
Petra.
Understand? Okay, I think I covered everything. That's fine. I'm bothering you with many information.
Any other trail within all? Like one which goes on top. There are others also trails which are very on map.
Well, listen to me. After the feature, come back again. Those trails, they are for those people, they are staying more days in it. It's just the monastery and you come back.